Good morning, y'all. We'll see if this vlog gets up for Vlogmas. I kind of want to do Vlogmas, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how much days I can sustain and still be what's the face and still be realistic. And so anyway, she is home from school. We're about to head to the doctor. It's cold outside. I'm actually warm because I have on this bookish sweatshirt that's pretty warm, and then I have on my coat over it.
Gloves on.
And so let's move on to parking spot. Then we gotta go. We're about to go take her to the doctor because I'm concerned about like her health, because I don't know if I told y'all this, but she has migraines. She used to have stomach migraines, which was something new to me, something I had never heard of. That seems to have gone away, but she still gets migraines like in her head. And my family also suffers from migraines. Y'all know I have every headache that you can think of in the world. I have it, but there's been like other stuff happening with her that I'm like concerned about, and so I'm gonna take her to her doctor to see like what's going on, what they can do, and just make sure she's good, because like I also have really bad anxiety when it comes to like health. I think I've said that to y'all. But yeah, when it comes to health, like my anxiety is like through the roof when people are like sick, or if something happened, I overly worry. So to put my mind at ease, I have to take her to the doctor, make sure she's good. Okay, I don't play about health. But my husband also stayed home from work because he's not feeling well. He's having problems with his stomach right now. So when we get to her doctor, I'm either gonna do a Walmart pickup or a Walmart delivery for like some soup, crackers, you know, just some stuff that he can eat that isn't gonna mess with his stomach and whatnot. So we'll see how that is. I will check back in once I get to the doctor. Cross fingers. In the spirit of Christmas, I decided to vlog by my tree. But we're back home now. We left the doctor's office. She tested her for flu and COVID, which I didn't think that it was either one of those, and it wasn't. They both came back negative, so that's good. However, she did see that her tonsils, she said her tonsils are big, and so she asked me if she snores, and I was like, oh, she breathes heavy like normally. And then she was asking questions like, oh, is she falling asleep during the day, or is she always napping? You know, I guess seeing like if her snoring's affected her and if she's having sleep and ultimately sleep apnea, whatever. But I was like, no, not a concern. She doesn't really nap, never falls asleep during school. She's usually fine throughout the day, energy all the time. So cool. She was like, okay, just watch for it. You know, it could be that because she's younger, that when she grows up, her tonsil will like stay the same and then be normal looking size. But anyway, something to watch out for. Which, listen, she don't have to tell me. I'm telling you, any minor changes to my child, I am on it. And so she was like, just a headache and a fever. And I was like, just headache and fever. I did let her know that she was diagnosed previously with stomach migraines, but that it felt right at the time. It did, but now that there's no more stomach pain, I don't know if that's what it is. And you know, I was like, I don't think migraines come with a fever, and she was like, no, it doesn't. So she did let us know that, you know, it sounds a little bit concerning, a headache and fever, unless you have like COVID or flu, which makes sense. Just headache and just fever is grounds for concern. So they are referring her to a neurologist, which I'm not happy about. No, not happy. I mean, like, I'm happy that she's going to see someone who specializes in her headache, but I was hoping the doctor would be like, oh, it's nothing, you know, not the doctor's fault. She's doing her job. I love her. I'm just saying, I'm not happy with the results, that it needs to be looked at further. And so I'm like, okay, so we're gonna have to do a brain scan, possibly an MRI or a CAT scan or whatever. Once we see the neurologist, we'll find out. So yeah, I just wanted to update y'all on that. I did get the groceries. I got it delivered to my house because I wasn't about to go pick up nothing. So my husband is finally eating something. I got him soup, so he's eating. I kid you not, like 5 minutes ago, and like I feel like my head is starting to bother me, but 5 minutes ago, maybe a little bit longer, I was on the phone with my sisters, FaceTiming them, and I sat down on the chair, literally fell out of the chair. I don't know how. As soon as I like sat down, I was on the floor. I was on the floor. I hit my arm on my bookshelf, because I have a bookshelf in my dining room that just has photos on it. It's like a decorative bookshelf. It's glass. So I fell on the floor, hit my butt, hit my arm on the bookshelf in the corner, hit my head on the bookshelf, and I'm down. I had a Dr. Pepper in my hand. Dr. Pepper flew across the room. My daughter came and she was like, "You okay? You okay?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then my husband obviously heard the noise and heard her saying it's okay. So he runs out, making sure I'm okay. Even though he don't feel good. He's like, "What happened?" And so I was like, I fell. Mind you, my sisters are on the phone. They kept having a conversation. They did not know I fell because I guess it sounded quiet to them. And they were looking at other screens because they're like at work. So they're just talking. It wasn't until my husband and my daughter was like, "Are you okay?" They kind of stopped and my husband came out. "What happened?" They were like, "Wait, what? What's going on?" And then they looked at their screen and they're like, all they could see is like the back of my head. So they're like, "Oh my gosh, she's on the floor." And so they thought I passed out till I said, "I just fell. I don't know how." I got up and I was like, I am too old for this. My little sister started dying laughing, because I was like, I haven't fell in so long. And honestly, I know I'm gonna feel it tomorrow. I'm already starting to feel it now. I feel like my head is starting to hurt a little bit, but all we have in this house is ibuprofen or things that contain ibuprofen. So I can't take it. So I'm just here. You know, it's been a day. It has been a day, but I'm gonna stay up just because I hit my head to make sure I'm good. You know, but I'm gonna go read, what am I currently reading? Time's Undoing by Cheryl A. Head. I think I told y'all that I'm gonna read it. And so yeah, I'm reading it. So I'm gonna go read that. Oh, I also started Beautiful Broken Love by Shanora Williams. And okay, so far I'm only like maybe 30% in, and wow. Oh my God. I'm just gonna put this out there. Like, I like her writing and thrillers, but baby, romance is for her. She needs to be writing more romances than she writes thrillers. She can write whatever she wants. She don't have to listen to me. But so far it is so good. So good. So sad, but so good. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna read, and then I'll check back in, let y'all know how my head is doing, how everyone is doing, and let y'all know how the book is going. I'll probably get some clips here and there, but we'll see. But yeah, my daughter is home. She's just chilling in her room. We kept her out of school the whole day, so she's just chilling. But yeah, check back in later. So my head is doing better. I don't feel it anymore. Maybe I'll feel it tomorrow. Maybe I'll feel my body aching tomorrow from the fall, but it's not really hurting anymore. My stomach's husband. My husband's stomach is also doing better. So that's great. And my daughter is happy to be going back to school tomorrow. So everybody is good. But just had to let y'all know that because we were going through it earlier, but I ended up not even taking a nap, but I felt super tired, but I was like, oh, I can't go to sleep. But then later I just ended up not napping at all. So I just continued reading. I hope my tree lights don't bother y'all, but I wanted to hop back in. I finished Beautiful Broken Love. Take it off so I'm not yelling. By Shanora Williams. And when I told y'all I was reading it, I said I was about 30% of the way through. and wow. And I agree, wow. It was still good. I enjoyed it. It was a great read. Now, at 30% mark, I thought it was going to be 5 stars. It wasn't. And it's because I felt like the spice became too much. It was the minute they did something, that's what it was. And I was like, oh my God, okay. I also felt like maybe they latched onto each other due to grief, because grief is a very heavy part of the story. So if you're sensitive to people passing, I would not recommend this book. I mean, it's heavy in here. And so I was like, I don't know if they're just like, I don't want to call their grief trauma, but you know, if they're just bonded by grief, and you know, like maybe they recognize that in each other, and so therefore they felt like they understood each other. I don't know. And maybe instead of like some of the spice scenes, we should have saw them, you know, having a fun date or talking about each other's personal life outside of the grief. I just felt like it was good. Very powerful read. Good read. And wow, for her being a thriller author. Well, let me not box her, because I don't know that she boxed herself. But for her, the majority of her books to be in the thriller category, this was a well done romance. It just didn't end up being the 5 stars that I thought it was gonna be, but overall still good read. I had fun reading it, and I'm still excited to read the second one, but I ended up rating it 4.5 for the reasons I just listed. But I had a good time reading it, and it was nice to see, because she writes like unhinged characters, and so it was nice to see such a difference in that. And I really appreciated that there was no unhinged character in here. Well, so it was a great read. It just wasn't the 5 stars that I thought it was gonna be at the 30% mark. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and stop this video here. It's gonna be a short, quick, vloggy type. It's not much vlogging. You know, I sit down and talk to the camera most of the time, but whatever. Hopefully I can get this up tomorrow, which would be the 4th. So we'll start my Vlogmas on the 4th. And let's see if we can aim for 21 days or less. We'll see. Probably not. But anyway, hopefully I get this up tomorrow. But yeah, let's see. I'm just gonna go read Time's Undoing. Like I said, I haven't picked it up because I powered through that one. So I'm gonna go ahead and read Time's Undoing, and then let y'all know if I finish it tomorrow, what I decide to read tomorrow, whatnot. But thank you guys so much for watching. As always, happy reading. Bye.